Good morning, Emerson, and welcome to a brand new season of GME. Today is Tuesday, February 15th, and on today's show, College Kitchen is in studio, and they are going to show us how to make some banana bread.
And we will be premiering the new GME segment called Mega Meats. Hey everyone, I'm Anna Rodriguez.
And I am Terry Stackhouse. How you doing this morning?
I'm very excited for the new season. Good morning. Buenos dias. Hello, Emerson. How are you?
I'm doing very well.
You know, I think one of the best parts about premiering a new season is that there are so many things going on in the world that we can start talking about, especially what's been going on in Egypt.
Right. I mean, the events unfolding there have been amazing, and watching them on television have been equally as impressive. And I want to talk about journalistic ethics. Anderson Cooper has come under fire recently. The Silver Fox, yes, he cannot do everything right, but he was attacked with his TV crew and then made light of it on the David Letterman show. Is he straddling the line between reporter and TV personality a bit too comfortably?
I think so, and this is why I think so, because last semester I took the law and ethics class, and in Emerson we take ethics very seriously. And one of the main things about being ethical when reporting is maintaining your objectivity, not injecting yourself into the story, and I think he has been. But one journalist who does seem to straddle that line and have a good balance is Brian Williams.
I would agree with that. Now, one person in particular who has a great set of journalistic ethics is Steve Selnick, and he is in studio this morning to fill us in on all the day's top stories. Steve, take it away, my friend.
Oh, but Terry, you have no idea. Good morning, Emerson. I'm Steve Selnick, and I am here to bring you the news. Love was definitely in the air in Concord on Valentine's Day. The Colonial Inn in the small Massachusetts town offered free nuptials with Valentine's Day cake yesterday. All the couples needed was a valid marriage license, and they could tie the knot, no strings attached. Couples could even bring guests with them if they so pleased. There are also some renewals of vows, but the ceremony was kept small in its first year. The general manager of the inn said the hardest part of the event was finding a justice of peace who would do multiple ceremonies on the same night. Good thing the town clerk happens to already marry people in the same inn. Along with free cake, all couples received a discount on dinner and rooms and could even get a discount to plan a reception in the future. Now, a recent study is blasting a popular beverage among college students. The study states that energy drinks such as Red Bull and Monster may be harmful to children. The drinks contain up to 5 times the caffeine found in cola, according to the study. This extra caffeine can interfere with calcium absorption and bone mineralization in young adults during crucial periods of growth. The extra calories created by the drinks can cause diabetes, high body mass, and dental problems. This does not bode well for the 51% of college students that regularly consumes one or more energy drink per month, with a majority of this number having multiple per week. In Germany and Ireland, there have been reports of liver damage, kidney failure, and even seizures associated with the energy drink use. The drinks are currently not regulated in the United States. Now, all you tech geeks out there, hold on to your chairs for this one. Both the Wall Street Journal and Bloomberg News have reported that a smaller version of the iPhone could be released as soon as mid-year. The new model will be about half the size of the current iPhone, according to the journal's source of people familiar with the matter. Bloomberg reports that the phone will be even smaller, about 1/3 of the size with no home button. Both sources claim to have seen a prototype last year and say it will be roughly half the price of the current model. With 2 major news sources with a history of getting info out of one of the most secretive companies in the country, this new iPhone may very well be in the works. However, not every Apple product conceived makes it to the shelves. Here's to hoping to all you nerds out there. Now back to 2 people who still think CDs are relevant, Anna and Terry.
I actually do. I actually own CDs, by the way.
Energy drinks are bad for you now?
Yes.
I start my day with a bowl of Chex Mix and a Red Bull.
That's
mixed
not good.
together. Gets me going for GME.
You know who else starts their day like that? That's Lindsay Canning, and she has today's weather. Lindsay, tell me what's going on for the rest of the week. Yesterday was absolutely beautiful, and I hope that's what we have in store for the weekend.
Good morning, Emerson. I'm Lindsay Ray, and I'm your weather girl. Now today, it is absolutely freezing here in the Boston Commons, but to cheer you up, I've got a special message for you. When the sun shines, we'll shine together. Told you I'm here all semester. I said I'll always be your friend, giving you your weather you can depend. Now that it's freezing more than ever, know that we'll still have each other. Tune in twice a week, yeah, all semester. It's tuning to get everything weather, ever, tune in for the weather, ever, And now for today's forecast. Today, it is going to be sunny with a high of 23, a low of 13. And for the 5-day forecast, Wednesday, partly cloudy, high of 41, low of 32. Thursday, partly cloudy, high of 46, low of 35. Friday, showers with a high of 51, a low of 32. Saturday, partly cloudy, high of 38, low of 18. And Sunday, mostly sunny with a high of 32 and a low of 18. Now, Emerson, that's all for today's weather report, but remember to tune in every episode because you can always depend on me for your weather. Now, back to two people I know I can always depend on, Terry and Anaritis.
This is your season premiere of Good Morning Emerson. We got a lot more planned, so stay with us. Welcome back to Good Morning Emerson. That was just a sports tease right there, but right now we got Ross Littman. He is back in studio, filling you in on all things sports. Ross, back to you, buddy.
Well, I guess that's the dark beauty of live TV. Things happen sometimes. But nonetheless, good morning, campers. Ross Littman here, and it's now time for your actual GME Sports Update. I promise this time we're actually going to do it. It has been a roller coaster week for the Boston Celtics. Thursday night, history was made in the TD Garden as Ray Allen surpassed Reggie Miller to become the all-time career three-point leader against the Lakers. Unfortunately, the Celtics lost to the Lake Show and then lost to the Dallas Mavericks, marking 2 straight losses at home for the first time this season. And things did not get any easier Sunday as LeBron James and the mighty Miami Heat came in for round 3 between 2 leaders in the Eastern Conference. The Heat coming in to visit at the TD Garden. It was going to be a tough contest going into the third quarter. Boston up by 11. Ray Allen gets the dish to Rajon Rondo. He had a triple-double, 11 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. Fourth quarter now, Boston up 77-69, and here comes LeBron James. He and the Heat would not back down. He gets the floater between Kendrick Perkins and Paul Pierce. He had 24 points in the night. And now it's time for inside dish, and there's Kevin Garnett with the basket. He had a big night as well, puts Boston up by 4. Fourth quarter, minute 30 to go, and the dish is outside to Chris Bosh. He had 24 points on the night. He was 8 from 11 from the field, a career or a season high for Bosh. And then finally, one last shot, and it goes to Mike Miller. Mike Miller of all people. Well, the sharpshooter was not so sharp on that one. The new Big Three lose to the original Big Three by 3 for the third straight time. And I'm not done with the threes right there. There may be even a bigger Big Three by the end of the NBA trade deadline. Reports say the Lakers have been discussing a trade with the Denver Nuggets to make the Staples Center Carmelo Anthony's new home. GME was able to talk to the Lakers when they visited Emerson College about these trade speculations.
First thought is, why are these people interrupting my life with these kind of rumors?
How do you keep your players focused during distractions like this?
I think we're kind of used to it, but it's still something we have to consider all the time. So keep sure that they're focused on it.
These trade rumors came up with Andrew. Is that, do you think, distracting for him? Something he can put out of his mind?
I hope he can put it out of his mind and not let him affect him. I just keep playing. I mean, that's all I can do, It's not really in my power. I can't control it. It's not a distraction if you don't read it.
Phil said that he hadn't given it a second thought. Is that true for you?
Yeah, I mean, they're rumors, so we don't really deal with the unknowns. You might as well talk about UFOs, too.
Now, last time out, the Celtics stole one at home from you guys. What is the mindset of the team going into tonight's game?
Just come in and try to win. Simple as that.
And that's your GME Sports Update. Now let's go back to the sensational Anaritis Rodriguez and the People's Champ, Terry Stackhouse.
Thank you, Ross. We look forward to more reports from you all season long.
We can have our own Big Three.
Oh, yeah.
How about you, myself, and Ross, and we create our own team?
What about the other guys?
Okay, we can include the other guys.
It's a team effort. It's a team effort here.
But now let's kick it over to Omri Rowland. He has a Grammys recap for us. Omri, tell me what's going on in the world of entertainment.
Thanks, Terry, and good morning, Emerson. I'm your entertainment correspondent, Omri Rowland, and what better way to kick off my first ever Good Morning Emerson than with a Grammy wrap-up. This past Sunday was the biggest night in music of the year, and it was the most watched telecast since 2001. It was also the longest telecast since, well, ever. The show went on for almost 4 hours, and a big chunk of that was taken up by 5 divas, paying tribute to the god diva herself, Miss Aretha Franklin. Christina Aguilera, half of what Jennifer Hudson used to be, Florence Welch of Florence and the Machines, and 2 others, got together and had a diva royale to see who can scream the loudest and hold the longest note. In the end, Christina Aguilera reigned supreme, that is until she tripped and fell on her way off the stage. The poor girl just can't catch a break these days. Then it was time for Lady Gaga to premiere her self-proclaimed new anthem, Born This Way, to the world. She was rolled on stage in a giant silicone egg because she already wore her meat dress once and her lettuce pantsuit was at the cleaners. Okay, enough with the yokes. Born This Way sounds like Madonna and David Guetta's over-synthesized Baby, but I have to hand it to Gaga. The more times I listen to the song to point out its flaws, the more it grows on me because darn it, baby, I was born this way. And then came the geriatric convention. Bob Dylan invited us all to his tailgate party, where between Mumford & Sons and the Avett Brothers, the whole family came together for a scene reminiscent of the chili cook-off. Mick Jagger's tribute to Solomon Burke was as high energy as any other performance and reminded us that no matter how old you are, you can always get that second win, even if that win smells like Bengay. Luckily, Barbra Streisand was there to lull them all back to bed by 6 p.m. Then Dr. Dre came out of what seemed like retirement to perform his new song, I Need a Doctor, with Eminem and newcomer Skylar Grey for one of the best performances of the night. But the night's top performance was a tie between CeeLo and everyone's favorite Muppet Gwyneth Paltrow's rendition of his song, otherwise known as Forget You, and B.O.B., Bruno Mars, and Janelle Monáe's retro monster medley of their biggest hits. If I had to choose, it's the 3 newcomers for the win. Unfortunately, I don't have a say at all, which is why Sunday's winners are as follows. The night's big winners were Lady Antebellum, who took home 4 Grammys, including Record of the Year and Song of the Year. Album of the Year, because that's so different from Record of the Year, went to Arcade Fire, while Lady Gaga took home Best Pop Album, and Muse snagged the trophy for Best Rock. Everyone, including Eminem, was surprised when he took home Best Rap Album, but the biggest shock of the night came when Best New Artist Esperanza Spalding came out of nowhere, really, where is she from, and swept up the award from Justin Bieber, causing a wave of shrieks from Beliebers around the world. That's it for me and your entertainment news. Back to you, Tanneridis.
Oh, I love that kid.
Thank you, Omri. Lots of stuff planned still to come. Megan Mitchell debuting a new segment after the break. Stay with us.